Hi, so today's video is going to be a tag that went around a while ago, and when it went around it kind of went viral. It seemed like everyone was doing it and I just didn't. So after watching a few of them, I got really excited about it. I thought that's a really cool idea. It's just an opportunity to let you get to know the person who's doing the tag. I just made some green tea and I'm gonna sip on this and we're gonna chit chat and you're gonna get to learn a little bit more about me. So I am gluten intolerant. I have been for the past 6.5 years. It started after I had my daughter, and it was kind of a bad time in my life. The doctors didn't know what was wrong with me. I didn't know what was wrong with me. Every test that I was getting done was coming back negative. It was just kind of crazy, and I was really sick for about a year before I figured it out. My favorite food is sushi. I could eat sushi morning, noon, and night, and in between every meal. I love scary movies. I am terrified of heights. I ate cow tongue once, and I'm the type of person who's up for trying pretty much anything, but yeah, cow tongue has to be probably the weirdest, and it has like a weird texture. It has I don't know, and I think it's probably just like association. You're associating what you're eating with the actual tongue of a cow. But all in all, it wasn't like terrible. It didn't make me sick, and I didn't lose my lunch over it. But yeah, it's not something that I would want to eat every day. My favorite Starbucks order is a grande pumpkin spice latte with soy and no whipped cream. I was born and raised on a farm in Canada. I am and have been happily married for going on, it'll be 7 years in March, and I have a 6-year-old little girl. I am in a fantasy football league, and I am a huge fan of the New York Giants, and I am the only girl in my fantasy football league, and I'm doing rather well this year. This year I am in 3rd out of 12, I believe. In high school, I was on a wrestling team and wrestled competitively. I have 3 tattoos, all of which are on my back. I could go anywhere in the world, it would be Greece. My favorite flowers are Gerber daisies.
I'm gonna have a little sip of my tea. This is seriously the best green tea I've ever had. I don't normally like green tea because I feel like it's really bitter afterwards, but this tea is delicious.
My middle name is Lynn. I love spicy food. I add spice to my food as much as I can, and my favorite spicy type seasoning is I call it the rooster sauce, but it's I think it's Olek sauce, Olek chilies, but it's in the clear container with the rooster on the front of it, and has the green lid, and it's spiced garlic, crushed up chilies, and it's so good, and it's especially good on Vietnamese food. I have really bad spring allergies, and growing up on the farm, I was outside a lot. If I was cutting grass or painting fences or whatever, I would actually have to suit up and wear a mask and these goggles, because my allergies were so bad that my throat would start to close and my eyes would actually seal shut, and my eyes actually have swollen and sealed shut. That's how bad they are. So in the spring, I tend to take a lot of allergy medication to try and keep it be normal. That's all I'm asking for, is normal. Something that really freaks me out, and this is kind of a weird one, and maybe it's an overshare or just a weird thing, but shopping cart handles freak me out. I am a little bit of a germaphobe, and so holding shopping cart handles just really grosses me out, and I have hand sanitizer with me at all times because I feel I need to sanitize the shopping cart handle, or I don't know, I just think about all the people that have touched the shopping cart handle, and it's just something that you hold on to for a good amount of time, and it just, I don't know, it's just, ugh. I have recorded a professional CD. I don't play an instrument, but I have recorded a professional CD. I have had a song on a local radio station, and it's kind of my 15 minutes of fame. So my favorite color is purple. One thing that I've become super obsessed with is Pinterest. I think I'm up to like 52 boards and like 1,400 and some pins, and I literally do it every day and I can't stop. My favorite number is 5. When I was little, I had a pet deer that literally lived in the house with us, and I think I was two and a half, somewhere in there. And I do remember, I mean, I think it's just something that you would remember, having a pet deer. But yes, it lived in the house with us, and it even slept on a little blanket on the end of my bed. And quick story behind that, I guess it's kind of a weird one. My dad was a farmer, and he was combining in the field, and the little deer was like curled up in the little swath in the field, and he stopped and he was like looking for the deer's mom, and he couldn't find the deer's mom, so he picked it up and brought it home, and we bottle fed it, and it lived in the house, and it slept on the end of my bed.
It's kind of cool, I guess. I don't know, has anybody else had a pet deer?
I love gardening. I have a major green thumb for things that grow outside. I can't grow anything inside, like not a thing. I think the only thing I've ever kept alive is a cactus. Indoors, anything that grows indoors around me dies. My least favorite thing to do out of any like responsibility or chore type activity is grocery shopping. If I could have somebody do that for me, it would be like amazing. Like, I just don't like going to the grocery store. I think it's a really tedious, just kind of nagging chore. I love sleep, but I suffer from insomnia. My crazy obsessions is reality TV. I love watching anything having to do with like reality TV. It's my guilty pleasure. I always wanted to be a nurse. Like growing up when I was younger, I just thought it would be really cool to be like a nurse in the trauma unit. My favorite books to read are dystopian novels. I have this weird obsession with things like that have to do with the world coming to an end and what the world would be like after the world has ended as we know it. I love bubble baths. The bigger the bubbles, the better. One of my all-time favorite things that I've ever done to date is whitewater rafting. I think whitewater rafting is a huge adrenaline rush. I am the oldest of 4 children. I have 2 younger sisters and a younger brother. Favorite time of the year is Christmas, and I am still like a little kid. I get up at like 4 in the morning on Christmas morning, and the excitement just overwhelms me. The thing that I've learned to perfect, and I make it every year with my sister at Thanksgiving and Christmas, are Cabbage Rolls. I come from a Ukrainian background, and so Cabbage Rolls are a big part, or were a big part of like family meals and get-togethers when I was growing up. I moved from Canada to Texas this year. I drive a black Dodge Avenger. Try anything once. My hair has been every single color you could probably imagine, including gray, and that is a beauty school trial and then error. My favorite meal of the day is lunch. I know a lot of people get excited about breakfast. I do not. I am not a breakfast person much. I really have to force myself to eat breakfast most days. But lunch is my favorite meal of the day. Something I'm really, really terrible at is math. I always have been. I just don't do well with math. On a TV show, and this kind of like goes back to the nursing tidbit. I would want to be on Grey's Anatomy. I love that show. It's so good. Oh, I would love to be like a doctor surgeon on Grey's Anatomy. Like, saving lives, and I don't know, I just think it would be cool. I love, love, love thunderstorms, and the crazier the thunderstorm, the better. Like, and it's kind of neat because we don't really get that wicked of thunderstorms in Canada where I'm from, but now that I moved to Texas, the thunderstorms here are legit. Like, the thunder, when it cracks here, like the window panes like shake. It's crazy, and the lightning's crazy, and I love it. I am a huge Sex and the City fan. If I could, like, I mean, I probably have watched that show like 100 times. Like, I am completely obsessed with candles. If I could have access to anyone's closet, it would have to be Nicole Richie. I just think, I don't know, her style is just really cool and like laid back. I have lived in my car before. I had to live in my car for one day. It was pretty scary having to like live in your car and sleep in your car, but I have done it. And I'm still here. I have a really weird phobia, and this might be TMI or like, because I've never heard of anybody else with this phobia, but I have a phobia of like when wood is like wet, and that's like so weird, but it literally makes me like dry heave, and I get like those like goosebumps all over my body, and I just can't be around it. So like, like popsicles on a stick, or if like a wooden spoon gets wet. I am completely obsessed with board games, and I'm super competitive when it comes to board games. I know sign language, and one of my sisters is actually deaf. I have had numerous piercings, including my tongue, my eyebrow, and my belly button. And then I have my ears pierced right now, but I had some piercings like up higher here on the ear. So that's it for my 50 facts about me tag. I hope you enjoyed this video. It's just a little, I don't know, it's fun. And if you haven't done it, I'm tagging you to do it. You can leave me like the link to your tag down below in the comment section, or you can tweet me and let me know that you've done it. If you did like this video, you did like this tag, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button for more videos, and I will definitely see you soon. Bye-bye.